Hello everyone. In the continuation of function chapter, now we are taking next function, that is greatest integer function, or this is also called as their floor function, or this is also called as step function. See, its basic representation is this particular box type observations. So anything written inside this box is called as greatest integer function. Like if I say here it is written x, so that is greatest integer x, or if I write down here greatest integer x square, or if I make this box inside sin x, so this is greatest integer of sin x. So these are few examples how to represent greatest integer functions. See here, greatest integer is also represented as this particular box or its only lower box, that's it. So this is also, they both are called as greatest integer function. In this one part is also there, that is called as least integer function, that we discuss little bit later on. So let's just start. What is basic definition of greatest integer function? See here, the definition of greatest integer function says greatest integer functions will give you its output as always integer. Okay, let's just take an example. Suppose if I say here, if I substitute 1.5, so what should be its output? There are two possibilities. You can get its integer value as output as 2, or you can get as 1. But in this one there is one more condition in the definition of greatest integer function, that says it will give you integer output, and that output has to be on the left side of the given number on the number line. So its left side integer is 1, that is accepted, 2 is not accepted. So you can clearly see here greatest integer of 1.5, that's 1. Similarly, if I take one more example, greatest integer of 1.99999, so its greatest integer value will be just 1, because left side of this integer is 1. Don't think it is 2, don't round off, it's not round off function. Okay, now once you got this part here, if I say we have greatest integer x where x belongs to 1 to 2, so what should be its answer? Suppose here if you are taking any value x as 1, you will get 1, 1.2 again 1, 1.3 again 1, 1.5 again 1. So this situation, its output is always 1, and input you are giving anything between 1 to 2. Similarly, you can check it, you can give any value between 2 to 3. So between 2 to 3, if you substitute any value where x belongs to 2 to 3, so its output will be just 2. Got it? Similarly, if you notice, you can give so many possible inputs for x. Like suppose x you are giving any value, you can get corresponding output only in integers. Suppose you took example minus 0.5. What will be its greatest integer value? That will be minus 1. That is on the left side on number line. Got it? So you can notice there, what is domain of this greatest integer function? Domain is called as input. So what you can give as input for x? So you can say x, you can give any real number. Anything is possibility for greatest integer functions, and its output is what? Output is also called as range. So that you already know, and that is also called as y. So what is the range of this function? Only integers. Okay, let's just proceed with graph. Suppose if I want to plot the graph of this function here, as I said, this is also called as step function or floor function. If you see, you are giving any input as 0. If you are giving input at 0, output is 0. Input 0.5, output 0. 1.999, again it is 0. So from here to here you will get a consistent line. Then at 1 it will be open circle. Now again 1 unit above, once you are taking 1, you will get exactly 1 here. Then if you give 1.1, height is 1, 1.2, output is 1, out 1.5, again output 1, 1.99999, again output is 1 only. So from here it will go continuous, then it is open circle. Open circle means that value is not included here. So for 2, if you are giving 2, output is 2, 2.1, again 2, 2.5, again 2, 2.999. So that situation, this is the graph. Similarly, because you made a dot here, so here it will be for -1, here will be open circle, it is dot, open circle here, this is dot here, because you can give -1, once you substitute -1, its output is -1. Got it? So this is basically the graph of, for -2, it will go 1 unit further below, so you will get a graph from your open circle, that is closed dot. So this is the graph of greatest integer function. As you can see, it's a domain as well as its range. Suppose here if I take another example, like greatest integer x square will be what? Where x belongs to 1 to 2. See there, if you substitute any value as 1, you will get 1 square as 1, and if you substitute 2 here, it will give you 4. And because this 2 is not included, so it's open interval. That means its output of this function will be from 1 to 3. That's it. Okay, let's just proceed further here. If I take another case, like if I say we have greatest integer of sin x. So what should be greatest integer of sin x? As you already know here, sin x you can give any input, x belongs to anything you can give as input, but its output of sin, what is in integer output? So integer output of sin x is -1, 0 and 1. So this case its output will be what? Only set of 3 values, -1, 0 and 1. Got it? Okay, let's just take one more example here, that you can say if you have greatest integer x square minus 5 times of greatest integer x plus 6 is equals to 0. We have to solve this question here. So in this one you can easily factorize as you are factorizing in a normal way. If you factorize, you will get greatest integer x minus 3, then other bracket greatest integer x minus 2. That should be equal to 0. If you notice here, for the first situation you can take x as 3, this bracket will be 0. 3.1, again greatest integer of 3.1 will become 3, that minus 3 again 0. So this situation x should be what? If you take any value between 3 to 4, that's possible. This situation x belongs to what? It could be any value between 2 to 3. So what is this and this total union set where the total value will become 0. So its final answer will be x belongs to 2 to 4. At 4 this will be open interval. That is set of domain of this particular function or this set of values where this equation satisfies. Okay, next topic here, that is least integer function. Okay, for least integer function here, its representation are little bit complicated. This kind of observation, and x is inside, because you can see both close box, then x was greatest, so it's reverse, that is least. Or it is also represented as there this particular symbol. This is also least integer function, or this is also called as their ceiling function or floor function or cell of x, that is same as least integer of x. Got it? So least integer function says here, its name clear. Suppose if I am taking least integer of 1.5, so if it is 1.5 here, we have two possible integers, one is on right side, one is on left side. So least integer function, its name whatever it is, it will not follow their name character, it always goes against that. Simple here, that's natural it is, you can understand. Okay, now this one if you are taking 1.5, so it's a least integer means it will give you the right side integer, so its value will be what? 2. Got it? So similarly you can plot its graph and you can find its domain and range, that you can easily get it. Suppose here if I am taking one more case, like fx is equals to 1 by under root of x minus greatest integer x, or if I am taking here case fx is equals to 1 by under root of x plus greatest integer x, or if I take another case here fx is equals to under root of greatest integer x minus 1 plus of under root greatest integer x minus 4. See here, these are few examples that I gave for your practice. You just try to do. If you got the domain part of these questions, that's very good. Or if you didn't get, please send me some email, or you can write in the comment this part answer you didn't get it. So I'll try to give you the answers of these parts. Okay, dear. Thank you everyone.